Very good evening to you all. Once again from the office of the Angami Youth Organization and on behalf of the committee that has been set for the verification of the local and regional taxis out here in Nagaland. I would first like to brief the House that we have had immense and overwhelming response from the owner as well as the drivers of both local and regional taxi. We have started the verification drive from the 24th, that was on Tuesday, and then thus far, that is on our 5th day this evening. As of this press briefing, we have registered 1,427 local and regional taxis. And here, there were certain taxis whose documents and then whose signature required the presence of the owner or the driver has been kept in abeyance, has not been issued the verified sticker for the time being. And also, till this evening, we are still having a good number of taxi drivers. But since it is already, as we have this press briefing, it is already 5:30 in the evening. We had our registration yesterday, the day before yesterday, till 6 p.m. because of the huge turnout of local as well as regional taxi for the verification. So this afternoon, in an emergency meeting, the officials of the Angami Youth Organization, considering the turn-up of the local taxis and regional taxis, we have decided to extend till the 2nd of July for the verification, because even a good number of local taxis, for example, on the 24th, we gave the slot to Lire, AG, BOC, Jaffa Hotel, Junction Parking, Paramedical, but on the 24th, we could not cover the entire areas. And then we gave Saturday, that is this today, but there were certain taxi stands or designated areas which were not mentioned in our press statement. So even till this afternoon, we couldn't cover majority of the taxis. So we will be extending for another 3 days. That is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That is till the 2nd of July. So we are requesting, as well as also informing that the taxis, both local and regional, be it NL07 or NL01, who are yet to register or that who have, could not be accommodated on the specific date, may avail the verification on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then also, after that verification, that is on the 2nd of July, we will not be entertaining any more verification for taxis which are registered prior to the number NL01CA 0703. And then also vehicles failing to register, we will assume that their documents are either forged, or the ownership is questionable, or the taxis are applying without invalid documents, and for which they are not in a position to turn up. So it should be very loud and clear that no local or regional taxis will be allowed to ply after the 2nd of July without the taxi permit, without the taxi which are not being verified. So the exercise is, as we have already briefed earlier, it is being jointly organized and assisted by the Angami Youth Organization as well as the All Nagaland Taxi Association.
So, taxis not verified, not allowed to apply, but so you will be conducting checkings.
Definitely, we will have to undertake an exercise because for verification, physical verification, because there is no point in just doing table verification unless we go to the field, because all those genuine taxis, both local and regional, those whose documents are okay, whose ownerships are okay, whose drivers are okay, have come. There were certain taxis which were identified with some wrong credentials or with some wrong documentation, which we have rejected. But however, we have entered those vehicle details, but we are yet to issue that verified sticker to them. So it will have to come to a conclusion that those taxis which are not having proper documentation, or whose owners or whose drivers are questionable, have not come forward for the verification, because it is a simple thing where we have starting from the owner to the vehicle driver, to the details of the driver, to the details of the owner, the sale deed that was undertaken, because we will be coming up in our following press conference with all the details of the data. However, there are certain not certain, but very huge loopholes, and then discrepancies that we have identified. But in detail, we'll be having a very detailed press conference very soon. But for the moment, those who have not come forward for the verification, I think we will have to consider that there is something wrong with them, or there is something wrong with the vehicle.
So the field checking will start from the 3rd?
From the 3rd of July.
So there are more than 3,000 taxis, out of the 1,400 something have come out. When you talk about on the humanitarian ground, there are some people whose livelihood is wholly dependent on this. And we're aware that there are second, third, fourth owners. So would you consider anything like that?
See, as we have stated, considering some legal documents, that is either sale deed or gift deed, and then also which we have stated that we will come in detail, but let us take it in this way, that we are considering even second, third ownership, but with certain remarks. So there is no question of a person who has owned the vehicle as second or third owner is not being given the verification. They are being given, but with certain remarks on our record, and then which we will be presenting it to the proper and competent authority, as well as to our media fraternity.
Of the 1,400 plus taxis, so how many are there with no proper documents?
No, we have issued 1,427, which have been verified in detail by our committee members, those who are here. It is a process of going through 3 tables. One is getting the details of the document, of their driving, of their vehicle permits, their documentations of gift deeds or sale deed. Then comes the details of the driver, because these are consumer serviced facilities. So if someday, God forbid, but if situation arises or untoward incident happen, our records might also help the aggrieved or the people who have been victims of these untoward incidents. So we have taken into consideration all those things, and then so the details of the owner as well as the drivers are being meticulously noted down by the committee members. The second thing is that they go to the second table, which is an undertaking for the responsibility of their vehicles, and then the third is the issuing of the verification card after thoroughly going the first and then the second table. So these are the 3 procedures that we are undertaking.
So how many have been kept in abeyance?
That I will not be in a position to answer at the moment, because all those doubtful categories we have already highlighted in our record, and then the details, since we will be continuing for another 3 days, we are not yet we have not come up with the exact number, so I might not be in a position to answer that in the moment.
Sure.
So